What's up, VC? This is Brad from H2Vinyl. I was going to try and get Vidal, Bato's sister, here. She wasn't having it. I don't think I've shown her recently in any of my videos. I've got cat hair all over me. Anyway, I'm going to be showing my April and May purchases for the month of April and May. But first, just wanted to talk a little bit about her. I was planning on having her, right here. So just imagine a cat that's smaller but looks like Bato. It was for Hannah's contest video that I was going to try and show her in my video, and she was running away from me that day. Like, I tried to give her food and she'd run away from me. Turns out she's suffering from what we think is arthritis. I took her to the vet yesterday. She's been very finicky ever since Bato has been getting better. She's been very finicky with him and hissing at him, and he's been beating her up, stalking her, hunting her, and so I kind of knew something was up. And so yesterday I took her to the vet, and she has a slight heart murmur, which is not really surprising since she had heart disease back in 2009 and 2010, but then was healed from that, just like her brother. But then the arthritis thing, the vet thinks that's a very real thing for her, and so she's taking glucosamine. Which I'm taking that too because I've got arthritis in my knees. She's got chewables. So anyway, just wanted to share that with the community. Please keep her in your thoughts and prayers, because from time to time she's in pain, and I can tell, and I don't like to see my little one in pain. So anyway, we'll get into the purchases. A lot of them are record store day purchases. I know I'm 2 months late on this, but I'm getting to them. So the first purchase was just before record store day. When did I buy this? I bought this April 6th, so about 15 days before record store day, and this is Czarface. This is album number 4, released in April, I think. March 30th, 2018. This is Czarface teams up with MF Doom, also known in this as MF Doom, but then Metal Face on the back here. I know it's there. So really good album. I have their first, their second, and their fourth album. Missing their third. This didn't get very high ratings in the Czarface community. Not even close to the second one. That's my favorite. But this is, second or third. I definitely like this more than their first album. So I'm going to play a little bit off of that, but I wanted to show this as well. This is moving into the record store day purchases. Czarface usually has a record store day release, and this time it was a comic book, and I'm just going to take this out, and I haven't read the comic book yet, but it's a full color, don't call me a liar, there we go, full color comic book for a few pages, and then it comes with a 45. So it's got the Czarface label, custom label. The quality of the 45 is not that great. Probably pressed at United. Anyway, I will be playing a song off of this because it's higher quality. And I believe I picked Metal with the Metal. If I didn't, I will put that information in the needle drop. But here is the needle drop of Czarface and MF Doom.
Anytime I'm spitting, the floor rock, the spell so strong I catch hate from wizards and warlocks. Boom bap ambassador, track master, hot as Africa sand, moving bodies like a human trafficker. What I'm stomping to, harder than an inmate on a conjugal, launching you with rocket fuel, live at the barbecue. Rebel lioness provide a spark for you, and I ain't even digging to my arsenal. Don't take it personal.
The next Record Store Day purchase is something I've seen only once. One other person in the community picked this up, and that was Wes, Supra Wes, in Gainesville. Yes, Gainesville. This is Zeit. I don't remember where this is in the catalog of Tangerine Dream, but a lot of ambient, a lot of kind of sound effect, very chill, play in the background type thing. The one is kind of a tangerine opaque, and then the other one, it's 2 LP set, is a see-through kind of a orange color as well. I'm guessing they were going with the outer rind of the tangerine, and then the inner kind of inside the fruit of the tangerine. Who knows? I'll be playing, this was originally released in 1972, and then was released for Record Store Day this year. And I will be playing a song from this. If you haven't heard Zeit, if you haven't heard Tangerine Dream, this is kind of, this whole album is not typical Tangerine Dream. It's more sound effect and ambient sounds. But here is Needle Drop off of this album, Zeit. Alright, the next album is a greatest hits album. This is from Soundgarden. This is, I believe it's called All A-Sides, or yeah, just A-Sides. This is the only Soundgarden I have in my vinyl collection, actually in all of my music collection. Comes out on green and black 180 gram vinyl. Green and white on the second LP. There's 2 LPs. Really good. Greatest hits album. Pressed by GZ Media, and since this is Soundgarden, a lot of this has been heard, whether on the radio or you just have it in your collection. So I won't be playing anything else. Won't be playing anything from that album, or that collection. And this next one I won't either, but this is Rage Against the Machine's live concert at the Democratic National Convention in the year 2000. I believe this was recorded in LA. I believe that's correct. Limited to 5,000 copies, and it was pressed at MPO. There's no complaint at all about the pressing. It sounds absolutely phenomenal. For a live show, it doesn't sound too bad. My only complaint is there are only 6 songs on this. And why not, go full out and release the entire concert on 2 or 3 LPs? I mean, I did pay $23 for it. So, anyway, glad to have it. Just the length, my only complaint. This next one I purchased. This was released on Record Store Day, but Park Ave did not have this, and I had to order it through them. Could have probably bought it online, but I wanted to purchase it through them. This is Delvon Lamar organ trio, or also known as, trying to remember, I think it's Dello 3 is it in short, Dello and then the number 3. This is live at KEXP, which is a radio station in Seattle. I've talked about them before. They had the OCs live. They did this live. This entire album can be shown, is shown on their YouTube channel. It's on 180 gram vinyl. It is done by Coal Mine. It's on red vinyl, and this package is done really well. I still have it in its shrink, but this is very thick cardstock, almost like cardboard, and yeah, just awesome through and through. And I will be playing a song off of this album. If you haven't heard this group, 3 people, a guitar, organ, and drums, I will be playing Memphis will be the song that I'll be playing off this album, and here it is. The last one I picked up for Record Store Day was another one that it was really, that Dello 3 was one that I really wanted to get, and this was as well, and this is Anywhere. This is their second album. I'm trying to remember, I think it was like 2012 when the first Anywhere album was released. If you don't know Anywhere, it's okay, I didn't either. Omar Rodriguez Lopez was the name that stood out to me, and I believe a lot of the members of Mars Volta are in this as well. I'm a big fan of the Mars Volta, and this is a little like the Mars Volta, not as variety, but a lot of instrumental and a lot of acoustical. And so I forget what I'll be playing off of this. This was a limited release of 1,500 copies. This is one of the first that I went for on Record Store Day. And we'll play a song off of this album, and here it is. Alright, that wraps it up for Record Store Day purchases. I did forget to mention on this last album, this was pressed at Palace. I believe it was Palace USA, but everything Palace USA is pressed in Germany. Really was very pleased with the quality overall of all of my purchases. I know, especially last year, a lot of the things I picked up were damaged in one way or another, or had a lot of non-fill, or even vinyl warts, I'm going to call them, just unmelted vinyl pellets stuck to the vinyl to the record. None of that this time. I don't know whether I was more choosy, whether I tried to pick higher quality, or if everyone is just caring more and more for the quality. I hope that's the case. But anyway, moving on to my May purchases. I have a friend named Adam who has put a lot of his vinyl collection up on eBay. I think he wanted to purchase some stuff and then flip it. So a lot of his Record Store Day stuff from the past, he sold. I basically got it for cost. He made no money off of me. Anyway, I did pick this up. I'm not a huge fan of picture discs, but I do have this album, and kind of wanted this the day that he purchased it. I was with him this Record Store Day. I'm trying to remember if this is 2015 or 2016. He went to 2 years of Record Store Days. I was 2015 and 2016. 2017 I went by myself, and then this year I went by myself. But anyway, this has You're Gonna Miss Me and Tried to Hide on it. So there's that. It's 10-inch. And none of these have been opened and listened. And then the second one that I bought from him, I think I bought this for a total of, all of it for like a total of $25 or something like that. And that is Jack White's or the White Stripes John Peel Sessions. Again, I haven't opened this. Adam was the guy that I showed the Run the Jewels thing, and the Meow the Jewels. It was sealed as well, and Adam's the kind of guy that keeps his stuff sealed. So those are the two that I purchased from him. And then I purchased three more in beginning of May, May 4th and 5th. No, May 2nd, which was Wednesday. I went to the St. Pete area and went to, and then the next day, well, let me finish that thought. May 2nd, Queens of the Stone Age was playing at in St. Pete. I'm trying to McCaffin, I don't know, theater. Yeah, so I went there, had a great time at the show. I was row number 6, which is a whole lot better than row number Y, which was like the 25th or 26th row that I was in Detroit. Pretty cool. There was a girl next to me, a woman next to me that was just completely annoying. She was trying to get Hami's attention the entire time, and she almost got thrown out a few times. And she finally got his attention by proclaiming that she wanted him to play Avon from their first album, and it was kind of cool that they just went boom like that and started playing it. So it was a really, really good show. Everyone was standing up. It looked like Queens was having fun time. Hami said that this crowd could basically ask just about anything from them, and they'd probably do it. So it looked like they were all having a great time, just as we were. So fun time. And then the next day, May 3rd, I went over to Clearwater and went to, I'm trying to remember the name of this place. It's Clearwater Record Shop. This is a place that Supra West talked about going to. He said that they often have a record show, and it's one of the biggest record shows in Florida. And they actually were having that, I think, the following weekend, and I just wasn't able to. I think I just didn't want to drive that trip again. But I picked up 3 albums, and so I already have this in the collection, but it's a very mangled copy, and well, guess what? This one is too. Man, I love King Crimson's the Starless and Bible Black, but I've yet to find a very clean copy of it. And then I picked up Johnny Winter, which this one is White, Hot, and Blue. Yeah, I love Johnny Winter as well. I only have one other album by him, and then I have John Lee Hooker, On the Waterfront. And yeah, I thought I saw this in Andrew's top 100 list. Looking at the top 100 list again, yeah, it's not on there that I see, but somewhere, some way, somehow, I think I heard him highly recommend this, and yeah, I picked it up and love it, absolutely love it. And so a lot of you have heard King Crimson, but I'll be playing a little something. Oh yeah, I believe this is also a promo. Yeah, it is a promo because it's got that library type sticker at the front there, so it's a white label promo. I'll be playing some off of Johnny Winter's album, and then off of On the Waterfront by John Lee Hooker.
I wanna go home. I'm glad. I would take a boat, but a boat is too slow. I would take a boat, but a boat is too slow. I guess I have to be here.
My baby told me, take one step at a time. Well, she got a way of walking about to drive me out of my mind. Yes, yes, play a while.
Well, VC, those are the purchases that I have for April and May. Since I didn't have a whole lot in May, I decided to roll them in with April's video as well. I'm hoping to catch up on some of videos. In earlier videos, I mentioned I'm far behind, and I am. So I'm hoping to get a few out this week, probably make shorter videos to kind of plow through some of these. I also have some contest videos. I know Alex Spins Vinyl is doing a 100 subs contest as well with the Vinylverse, Bill at the Vinylverse. He has a 100 subs contest as well. Bill, I have yours recorded and need to just finish editing it. We'll have it up soon as well. So yeah, please keep praying for Bato and Vidal. They're both 13. They're literally brother and sister. They're from the same litter. Bato is acting like a 5-year-old, which is great, but at the same time is picking again on his sister Vidal. And please really do keep her in your thoughts and your prayers, because I mean, I don't want my little one to hurt. So yeah, hope everyone's doing well and listening to great music on vinyl. Everyone, take care, and we'll talk to you soon.